has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schwizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schwizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at Schwizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Ahrens and Derek Pearson.
Well. What do we have here? We have Late Night in Lincoln. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us late. Interesting Monday night with 2 NFL games, no baseball. Basketball is just winding the corner of starting to get pictures and whatnot of players in their
media days this next week, right?
Yeah, I got the NBA. I got the Bryce McGowan's picture, the Pelicans picture.
Oh, okay. I think you're talking Husker hoops.
No, they go to Chicago the 8th, 9th, something like that.
Okay, so that'll be about next week.
Nick and the gang, they were talking about, setting it up and going to do that. I don't know. Nick seems to think like he can make business work of it. So,
hey man, if you want to make some business,
well, I mean,
go for
it. They need to, they should be there, right? It makes sense for them to want to be there. And we want them there to kind of get insight and see what everybody else was doing in the Big Ten.
Where's it at in the Big Ten?
Chicago.
You know what venue in Chicago? There's so many great spots.
It's the hotel. They do it at like a convention center, kind of where the volleyball was.
Okay. So nothing too crazy.
But I mean, it's 2 days. It's 2 days.
And you got 18 teams now.
Well, that's the thing. You can't do 18 teams in one day. So we'll check the schedule, and see how that lays out for Nebraska and where they're going to be. The thought was just to go on the day that they were there. Let's see.
I don't know if they have an out on who's going to be on what day yet, do they?
Oh, they do. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
This is why you come here. This is why you hang out late at night. 402-464-5685. The Starter Heyman text line. You want to be a part of what we're doing? Hit us up. What's up? Let us know you're out there hanging out late. If you're insomniac, if you're just watching football and you're cross streaming, you want to do that. Greatly appreciate it. Here's what we have. Wednesday. So women's basketball is the 8th. And yeah. Oh, they're doing all theirs in the same day.
Women's doing 18 teams in one day.
Yikes, sir. Teams in attendance. So this is what we have currently. Of course, Illinois, and they have it as Wednesday. Illinois with Gretchen Dolan and Barry Wallace as their 2 players. Indiana, I don't know how to say Shea's last name. Siski is what that looks like. Lene Beaumont. So you have some underclassmen. Shea's the only senior, so that's the senior guard. Jan Jensen, the head coach for Iowa. Kylie Feuerbach, the grad guard, will be there. Hannah Stolke, the senior forward, would be with them. Maryland, Brenda Fries is bringing Yarden Garzon. senior guard, and Kayleen Smickle. I think it's Smickle.
I think it is.
I think it's Smickle. Who do you think's going for Nebraska?
Ooh, the rink mask. I think they put the mask.
No, for the women. For the women.
Oh, for the women.
For the women.
Prince, or maybe she's too young. I think they probably some Prince out there. Kowski's graduated, right? Markowski.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good question. Prince and who else?
Prince and Colin Hake.
Yeah.
Hake's going with them. So you got a senior and a sophomore going with them. Mara Braun and Amaya Battle from Minnesota. Theron Halleck and Grace Van Sluten of Michigan State. Michigan sending Olivia Olson's Sheila Sward. I'm trying to think of who else. Now, we got the news that Juju Watkins is not going to play this year for USC. That injury is not going to recover in time. Gracie Merkel and Kiyomi McMiller for Penn State. Sophia Bell and Mia Jacobs for Oregon. Jeloni Cambridge and Chance Gray for Ohio State. Northwestern sending Casey Harder and Grace Sullivan. Purdue is sending Madison Layden Zay, Lane McCarthy. Rutgers is sending Kayla Ivey and Imani Lester. That's a pretty. That might be the most impressive duo. I'm struck by that. Lauren Betts, Kiki Rice for UCLA. Well, they're the winners. Jazzy Davidson and Kennedy Smith for USC. Washington, Elle Ladine and Savia Sellers. Wisconsin with Destiny Howell and Ronnie Porter. Now for the men are Thursday. So that makes, okay, so clarity's sake, women are Wednesday. And I did say this to Nick and Austin so they know.
2 days between men and women.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you might want to tell Orman and the boys.
Yes. Well, but here's the thing. If you're gonna send them for the men and it's the same place, go a day earlier for the women. Like, I'm not that weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that weird. David Coit and Solomon Washington from Maryland are sending 2 seniors. Iowa with Bennett Sturtz and Cam Mayagu, Tucker DeVries, and Lamar Wilkerson for Indiana under their new coach, Darian DeVries. So DeVries is taking his son to Big Ten Media. Brad Underwood and Illinois, Tomislav Ivisic, the center, and Kylan Boswell will go there. Michigan with Dusty May sending Namari Burnett and Roddy Gale. Michigan State, Cohen Carr and Jeremy Fears Jr. Minnesota sending Jalen Crocker Johnson and Isaac Azuma. Who do you think the Huskers are sending? There we go.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Here we go.
Go with.
Here we go. And this is the part that I really need. You haven't heard who was going.
No, I have no idea.
You haven't heard who's going.
If I had to take a swing at it, do we go
take a swing?
Coach's son? Are there gonna be 2 coaches' sons?
Take a swing.
I feel like Fred wouldn't do that.
Who you think he would or he wouldn't?
He wouldn't, but he might.
Who do you think that he said?
I think Rink Mass last year.
Okay.
Am I right or wrong? On Ring Mass, I'll give you the next one.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. And Sam Hoiberg? Does that the duo?
He takes Sam and Rink Mass.
That is the duo. I for some reason with Rink Mass, Sam feels right.
You know,
if it was Bryce McGowan's or everybody, but like those guys I know, have been
that's
pretty
so
close.
Funny. But that's fun. But here's the thing: we didn't know.
No,
we didn't know. But this is what late night is for. This is we got to fill in all the crayons that for outlines that were left unattended. So all of this is on day 2. So next Thursday. So Wednesday is the women, Thursday are the men. Who else is going? Nate Biddle from Oregon and Jackson Shelstad. Eli Rice from Penn State and Josh Reed. Bruce Thornton and Christoph Tilley for Ohio State. Nick Martinelli and Justin Mullins for Northwestern.
Martinelli gave us problems last year.
Maybe the best 2, Matt Painter and the Purdue Boilermakers, Trey Kaufman-Wren and Braden Smith.
Yeah.
Rutgers, Jarmichael Davis and Dylan Grant. UCLA, Tyler Bilodeau and Donovan Dent. That's a pair. USC, Eric Musselman sending Chad Baker, Mazzara, and Rodney Rice. And then Washington, Danny Sprinkle taking Zoom Diallo and Desmond Claude. Wisconsin sending John Blackwell and Noah Winter. So it will the way it's been told, the hours will go from 11:30 until from 11 to 2:30 p.m. Central Time. And then, Big Ten will have folks all the way up until 3:45. There will be a Radio Row. So my thought is that the guys will take the machinery and sit up at Media Row. They'll sit up outside. The event is, let's see where the event is being held. At the Convention Center.
Just about a Holiday Inn Convention Center? No, I'm just kidding.
No,
Obviously, they have it somewhere nicer, but
yeah, it was interesting that. Let's see. Let me go back to the
just be nice to be somewhere cool. I like how college football is always cool. We're gonna bring you Indianapolis. We're gonna bring you Vegas.
Tony Petitti will be there.
Okay.
They will have the honors announcements. So the preseason announcements will be made there. It is at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont, Illinois. So it's going to be a full day. It's going to be a full couple of days. And then Nick, of course, already has plans to know that he will take the first thing, either last thing out to get back Thursday night so he can do the game on Friday. That means Harrison Orange will be brought into the daytime hours to cover for Austin and Nick as they do what they do. So we'll schedule. Bach will probably extend, but then Harrison will have to do the afternoon.
That'll be nice.
So we'll get that done. It is a final in Denver, 28-3. So let's go to break early and get all the folks. Let's invite everybody over from the party in the brick and mortar and bring them over to the party here late night at the Ticket DP Harrison Orange. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden Baked Crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arons and Derek Pearson.
Welcome back to you all. You joined us from listening to
a thriller.
Well, the Broncos did what the Broncos should have done against a Joe Burrow-less Cincinnati Bengal team, a 28-3 win. We'll go over some of the numbers and box scores for tonight's game. The Jets were competitive, at least.
Early, especially. Well, I didn't see it. They did get pretty close at the end there, 21-27. All right.
Yeah,
not bad.
they made a run. I mean, first of all, yeah, the text line got it right that the Miami Dolphins black on black is fire.
Yeah.
Those are fire.
I saw that text. Most
those are
accomplishing thing so far in the season.
Yeah, those
Might be
are
on
fire.
something.
Well, shout out to Jake Sorensen who will actually get some sleep tonight. He'll get some sleep tonight. His Dolphins won.
They will.
His Dolphins won. Like it, we weren't sure early in the day. We were not sure. We were not sure. So
stay away game. If anybody I know I always say it. I want 1-800 bets off, especially here in Nebraska if you're not going to do it legally. But yeah, that's a game I just would not want to touch with a 100-foot pole.
Yeah, I mean, and if you don't win that game, I don't know where you can really start to look and count wins. I don't know how many wins you can count forward anyway, but it shows. So here's some of the numbers from tonight in case you missed it. Tua was 17 of 25 for 177, two tutties. No turnovers, well, no interceptions, right? Along the way, Tyreek Hill led them with 6 for 67. You got 2 touchdown passes from tight end Darren Waller. He went 3 for 27, but 2 touchdowns for Waller. They ran, Devon went 20 for 99 in the running game with a touchdown. So that
not bad.
That's not a bad night.
When they lose Tyreek, that's the other part that's going
to
suck
that
for
injury
them.
was injury looked pretty terrible.
Can
you jump on and Google what happened to him? They carted him off.
He led them with people saying just a dislocation, but it wasn't official. So I'm hoping, but it looked pretty.
They would update it. It's been 2 hours. They would.
Let me pull it up for you. But was that like at the half? I can't. Or where? What was
second
it?
half?
Second half.
Second half. Right. But Miami. The weird thing is that Miami had 2 fumbles. They just didn't lose any. Tua had a fumble. Devon had a fumble, but they didn't lose any. So there's that. On the other side, not so much. Justin Fields with a fumble, lost it. Isaiah Williams with a fumble, lost it. Braylon Allen with a fumble, lost it. Offensively, Justin Fields was 20 of 27 for 226 and a touchdown. Suffered 2 sacks along the way. The big thing for Tua tonight was that he was not sacked. Justin Fields led the Jets rushing with 7 carries, 81 yards. Breece Hall, 14 carries, 81 yards. Braylon Allen, 4 for 26. Garrett Wilson led them with 6 receptions for 82 yards and a touchdown.
And real quick, just to put it out there.
Yep.
Dislocated knee. Adam Schefter, he did put that out and staying likely out for the rest of the campaign, making Waddle wide receiver 1. Or likely to be, anyways.
Well, there's
at least it's dislocated. The way that thing looked, I know it's not great news, but I thought that was really, really bad for some of those you see, and
that's tough.
You don't want to even share it to people.
That's tough. That's tough. I mean, and that sort of thing happens. I've been at too many of those.
Says he's in good spirits though, so it's good for Tyreek Hill. Says McDaniels was saying he was in good spirits. Talked to him, and he was even making jokes about it.
So he's out for.
He's in the hospital, but they're saying he's likely a dislocated knee would end his 2025 campaign.
There you go.
Is what Shefty's saying.
There you go. In the Denver-Cincinnati game, because both teams leave the stadium at 2-2, Bo Nix, 29 of 42 for 326, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, no sacks. And I think sacks will play a big part of how we analyze numbers forward. That the pressure that you're putting on quarterbacks and the hits that they're taking shows up. J.K. Dobbins led them with 101 yards rushing on 16 carries, 14 for 58 for R.J. Harvey. Mims with a reverse, 16 yards and a touchdown. Bo Nix ran 1 in for a touchdown as well. Cortland Sutton led the Broncos with 5 receptions for 81 yards. Marvin Mims had 6 for 69. Sutton had the touchdown, and R.J. Harvey had a touchdown for the Broncos, 28 points, 7 in the first, 14 in the second, and then 7 in the fourth. For those Cincinnati Bengals, Jake Browning, 14 of 25 for 125. That's an average of 5 yards. 5 yards. and a
No
10.
picks though. No picks. That's an improvement.
No picks, 3 sacks. But no threat. No threat.
Well, hey.
Hey, listen, he threw for 125 more than you and I.
That's
And
true.
We didn't play call or make throws. So I don't know what their scheme was, and I don't know what he thought he saw on film, but that wasn't it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, he's probably running quite a bit for his life too.
Yep.
So that's a tough one to step into the shoes of Joe Burrow. Also understanding what Joe Burrow was doing was not the most impressive.
Well, they lost
front.
3 fumbles, and that really is not the recipe. Chase Brown with 10 carries, 40 yards, leading the Bengals. They only had 15 rushing attempts all night. 15 rushing attempts, 3 of them by Browning scrambling.
I mean, I guess it was 21-3 at half.
It doesn't, bro.
I
What?
don't know what they're doing.
What? T. Higgins can't get out of Cincinnati quick enough. You had a chance. You had the open door and a window. You ran to the basement.
That is kind of crazy if you think about it. I mean, I know money-wise why you might want to try to consider and stay, but
This
tough
stat
city to play in.
This stat line for Jamar Chase is a thing that needs to go in a museum for what not to do.
How many catches? Go ahead.
5 catches, 23 yards, no tutties. 8 targets,
5 catches for under 25 yards?
23 yards.
23 yards.
23 yards.
My Lord, DP.
They
That's
had-
under 5 yards average per reception. And you're one of the best wide receivers in the league.
Terrible. That's remarkable. Those are remarkable.
Especially when you have T. Higgins on there on the other side of the field, who's
just-
demanding attention.
I mean, wow. Right.
As
Right.
Zach Taylor make his stay throughout the season. This is weird. There's multiple teams in the NFL that I'm just curious to see what they do.
Well, I mean,
It's a business at that point. I don't know what the best move is.
Yeah, I don't know how you bail. I don't. I'm amazed at how many coaches in college have lost the job already. Right? Like you really
Pittman?
You've lost. Well,
I mean, I get with Arkansas, but I mean, it's a 6 year, whether you like him or not. I was just surprised by the timing of it. It just feels like a lot of these would be done before we get into week 4. We're not that far into the week.
well, but maybe you didn't have a better option. You hoped that it would start better. So winning cures all things. That's the coaching mantra. That's the business mantra. That's the administration's mantra. There's nothing wrong that winning won't cure.
Yep.
And what you didn't realize is that no, but you're sick, and you need to go to the hospital. We need to call the ambulance to take you out of here because this is not working. This is not working. That's human nature, right? In the space that to say that you did a thing that you were so remarkably wrong in your decision making as an executive. Like, how did we get here? Why are we here with a coach that we can fire in 4 weeks? Yeah, I don't know.
But is Dabo Swinney a coach you can fire in 4 weeks? Even though he's 0-3?
No. Dabo would say
Because he has achievements, or what's the difference?
no. I think Dabo would say when he was ready to go. I think Dabo would say if Dabo said he wanted to leave after 4 weeks, that could happen. That's way more likely than him being fired.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they'll
Yeah,
touch
I-
him. But I was just trying to figure out what the difference was between Pittman, if it was just like prior success.
I don't know how you validate or justify going to so the entire offseason, right?
Yep.
All the way up to camp, right? So let's get to July. We get to camp, or August, right? We get to camp. And are you checking with your coaches? Are you checking with your players? Are they learning what you think like? You can't just wave the flag from across the fence and go, okay, whatever you're doing is okay.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, Arkansas had to know, or should have known before then, that work wasn't being done or results weren't going to be achieved. Now, maybe something happened on top of the game results that led to, an administrator saying, hey, you need to win, and language being passed about. And then you go, okay, this guy has to go. Like, he just has to go. He didn't want to be here. Let's go. So there's a bunch of things to consider.
Yeah, then you have the weird ones like the Gundy situation where he's been there since 06. Felt like they wanted to give him like a last hurrah. I have no idea how they fired him. And he was just like, no, I'm never going to leave until I'm just fired.
Well, but
Maybe that's what happened. I don't know.
That's the thing. I think that in some cases, it is the veteran established coach just saying, okay, it's time for me to go.
Yeah, no, I think that's what happened with Gundy.
It's time for me to go. Or somebody said, okay, are you going to make some changes? Right? That the people who write the checks have somebody who write the checks. And ultimately those people will say, hey, go get your boy. Go get your boy.
Did you hear the ED speak about it? He was talking like, I wasn't expecting to do this right now. So that's my guess was like, Gundy, we love you. This is it for you. We'll do a farewell tour. And Gundy's like, no,
I don't
keep going until.
I don't see him as a farewell tour guy.
And I think that's why he said, I'll just be done with it.
I think I thought his intention or his belief was that he was actually going to win.
Yeah, I do too.
He was actually going to win. And then somebody from the uppity up said, changes have to be made. Now, if you go to Gundy and say, there needs to be some changes made. And he goes, well, no, give it time. No, changes need to be made. No, give it time. Okay, well, somebody's getting fired and you can tell me who to fire or we can decide. Well, you're not going to tell me, you're not going to fire my staff. You're not going to, I'm Mike Gundy. I'm Mike, hey, okay.
I'm a grown man.
Okay. I'm a grown man. I'm 38. Grown man. Well, you grown and fired is what you are. You're grown and fired. Like, it's always weird. Those rooms are always weird. I've been in those rooms where a coach was fired, where a group of coaches have been fired.
Have you ever, don't mention names, have you ever had to do the firing of other coaching staff?
No.
Okay,
no.
I always wonder how that'd go down.
No, so here's what also. So you know the phrase Turk.
No.
Yeah, the Turk. So the Turk's the guy that makes cuts in the NFL.
Oh, okay, yes.
So the Turk. For a while, some friends of mine called me Turk because if I showed up on your campus and I was not on your coaching staff, somebody was about to get fired. Like somebody was like I was the guy that was brought in. I'm the cleanup guy.
That's
from
a sick nickname,
Pulp Fiction, right? Like I'm the Turk that if you see DP and you didn't invite him, he's about to be working here and you're not.
You meant to really think about what you did last week.
Yeah,
was the coach, was the main guy asking you a lot of questions?
100% that if DP showed up, if you did not invite him, he's gonna stay and you're leaving. And that 100%, like that's been the rule because I was the troubleshooter. I was either the troubleshooter or the fixer. And the difference in the troubleshooter is that it's a bad program.
Yeah.
And it needs to be cleaned up. The fixer is just one where something's missing and you're trying to identify, it's the James Franklin can't get over the hump and win the big one. So I would come in and view James Franklin and give him a hard truth that gets him over. Now, again,
do you have one?
I do.
Top of your head?
Oh.
Because I would love to know. I first time I really did feel bad for him.
Well,
since obviously all the drama back in the past was hard too, but I was like, oof.
I'm not mad at James Franklin, and I don't think less of James Franklin.
He's a great coach.
Like he absolutely saved Penn State football.
Yeah,
maybe Penn State athletics. Right?
You could definitely make the
argument. Because
argument.
Everything that happened after that happened because of the sanity that was injected into Penn State football. In a case of chaos where locker rooms weren't safe, meeting rooms weren't safe. It just wasn't a good place. And you provide some consistency to it. You there's some constant leadership. But in those rooms, so there was a coach that was on the staff, and I saw the athletic director maneuvering to get rid of the head coach. And I'm trying to tell the head coach, hey, bro, watch your back. Watch your back. They're coming to get you. No, I'm a veteran coach. I'm fine. No, bro. They setting you up. They are setting you up. There's subterfuge at hand. They are setting you up. Also, because Like in that particular case, I knew I was leaving the program, or at least I thought I was leaving the program.
Just when you're going out to Zona, or no? It wasn't.
I was
Zona.
moving to Houston. I was moving to Houston, and I knew this was gonna be my last year. There. But I see them whispering to parents. I see them whispering to players, catching players in the hallways, that sort of thing. And I'm trying to explain to him, this is an old school coach, and I was a new school coach for all intent and purpose, especially in that space. I was a new school coach. I had innovative ideas. I had things that were done differently. The JV program ran way more smoothly than the varsity. JV looked the way they wished varsity did. And it was a problem because JV we were beating all the players who would move up to varsity at their schools and win districts and regions. My players are beating them. They're beating them handily. So then it becomes, well, why aren't you doing what he's doing? Well, we're not him. Like, we're not him. He's him. I can't do that. I'm like, okay, so you can take some of this. You can take some of what we're doing and implement it. And you can implement it now, and that will be your protection. But stubborn coaches like Gundy, right? I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this 20 years.
Flex bone.
Right? 100%. And then there's the notice. Well, we're releasing everybody in the coaching staff, all levels, everybody. Like, oh, dude, I told you. Like, I told you this was coming, and you try not to get mad, but okay, you won't listen, but okay. I leave the office. The other coaches are still there bickering with the athletic director. I'm walking down the hall, and the athletic director comes running down the hall and says, "Don't leave." I'm like, I don't want to be there, bro. Like, you just fired the whole.
Yeah, everyone just got cut, right?
Like my season, we just finished 14-2. We just finished 14-2.
Is the money problem? What? Why are you?
No,
why are you cutting the 14-2 squad?
Ego. That I was not his hire. I was not his dude. Wasn't a thing. And also, so there's something else to the story. This was baseball season, so this is the spring of that year. In the winter of that year, basketball wins its second region title back to back.
And that was the Haas crew?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So basketball's fine. He can't really, but he tried to fire people in the basketball program. That, mind you, now let me lay this out for you. Varsity wins the regional title, goes to the state championship. JV, Barry coaching, they go 15-1. Freshman goes 14-2.
You guys have 4 losses through everybody combined?
Bruh. And he's trying to get rid of people.
At what point did a dad or parent come in there and try to knock his block off?
Oh, it happened because when they figured out what was going on.
Like, this is insanity.
Right. But here was the thing. I was brought in as the fixer the 2 years before because they weren't able to get to the regional title. And it was my job to come in and change a small thing, right? A small thing, so that when it came time for tournament play, there was simplicity in how you talk to people and you could get things done. Winning. But that football season, Barry, buddy of mine, Jason Hoskins, we're the offensive crew. So Barry's the quarterback coach. I'm the receivers coach. Jason's the running back coach. And throughout the summer and spring and summer, we're asking questions that the head coach doesn't have answers for. He doesn't have, like,
was the head coach calling the main offense?
Yes.
Okay, so that's problematic.
This was that guy. This is that guy. Okay. The guy that.
So you got wide receivers, running backs, QBs, and he's getting questions he doesn't have answers to.
He does not.
Sounds great.
How many points?
Sounds great, coach.
How many points do we need to score? Like, we're all finally dressed. He has holes in his shoe. We're not going to be led by this guy. Like, it's hard to be led by this guy. But we also know it. And the players are like, well, we want to follow these guys. Like, we want to do this. Throughout it, it doesn't start the way that we want it to start. You're going through it, right? There's problems going on. The athletic director, and this is when I find out who he is as a person. comes to me. The team is, I want to say it's 1-5.
Okay.
He comes to me and he says, the parents are in an uproar. They want us to fire the coach. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's not I'm never rooting for somebody to get fired.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I don't know what to tell you. You just tell me what you're doing, right? And we'll do that. We'll work from that. And he goes, well, some of the parents and and a lot of the players have asked for you to lead the program. They want to follow you. Well, I know, again, I already know in fall that I'm leaving.
You're going to Houston?
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm going to Houston as soon as the school year ends. I'm going. And I hear him. I hear him leading to this. And Harrison, he says the words, DP, we want you to be the head coach. And I said, I appreciate it, but I'm leaving. You know I'm leaving. But if you want this team to be led properly, there's a guy standing next to me who would make a pretty good head football coach that would please the parents and the players. His name is Barry Thompson.
Damn good coach.
Right? Here's the coach. And he goes, okay, fair enough. So we'll ride through the rest of the season with the staff. And then you will take, I said, now I will stand by Barry. Right? I'll help Barry. I said, Barry might convince me to stay an extra 3 months. Right? Just to help him implement what he needs to implement.
Did it turn into a year? Or no? Was it 3 months?
It turned into a year.
Okay.
Because as soon as the season ended, they fired the coach.
Yeah.
And then but through county rules, they have to actually file for a new head coach. So you have to send out a notice that you're looking for a head coach, go through the hiring process. And the athletic director shows who he really is. And he picks somebody from outside the system to run the program, not Barry Thompson. Literally after the principal called a meeting to shake Barry's hand and welcome him as the head coach. He went beyond. He then went to the county and said, this isn't fair. The principal shouldn't pick the head football coach. I'm the athletic director. It should be done. And he picks this guy. Now, the moment he does that, I'm like, okay, deuces. I'm out.
Yeah, the worst part about that is there's some like legitimate legality, and it's like, sure, but do you really want to be that guy?
You could do the interview, but you have working tape for Barry Thompson in the system.
Yeah.
You have working tape.
And people vouching for him within the system.
Right. People that would have supported the system. So I finished the basketball season, and then the baseball thing happens. And I'm really like, okay. We end up staying. But I'm not coaching football. I'm going to go call, like I'm broadcasting. Basketball, we go through one more season. We're good. Me and the athletic director don't like each other the whole time. Baseball season comes around, and they have hired a coach who was 16-62 as the baseball head coach.
What were you guys doing? Not you guys, but there's a group of people in that neck of the woods really out of their minds.
Bro, literally
and that timeline you're giving.
Such a bad deal that the Washington Post put it on the front page.
Yeah, I mean, you could live anywhere, and that story did intrigue you a little bit.
The
about
Washington
what
Post.
Are you guys doing?
The Washington Post. The front page that had Watergate on it.
Did you guys like accidentally, I don't know, prank the wrong car? So I'm trying to figure out like this guy.
It was crazy.
That's like a very weird, unique level of
it's
hatred. The spot. I don't know what you would call that.
But that's when it's petty.
It's a really one of the grosser versions of it.
Oh,
I think I've ever seen.
100%. 100%. But this is why when you explain this stuff, right, that you see what the inner workings are, you see how people process, you see how decisions are made, you see how bad decisions are made. And then you go, okay, I can identify that. It doesn't matter what market I'm in. It doesn't matter what level of sports I'm in. It doesn't matter what sport. It doesn't matter what level. Natural movement. How you naturally move. And then when you get into unnatural movement, it tells me shenanigans are in play. And if it doesn't add up, Harrison, if it doesn't add up, there's a reason. There's always a reason. We'll finish out this first hour of Late Night.
Play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay. Playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Serve Nebraska believes that volunteers are part of what makes Nebraska great. Each year, the Step Forward Awards honors volunteers from across the state who serve their communities in outstanding ways. We hope you'll join us this year at the Step Forward Awards Luncheon on October 27th in Omaha. Help us thank volunteers with a celebration to remember. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. We hope to see you there. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Join LES at 6 p.m. Thursday, October 9th at the LES Operations Center to learn about the utilities' proposed 2026 budget and electric rates, and share your input at the annual public meeting. Learn more at les.com.
Advanced Medical Imaging is hosting their third annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk on October 11th at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. Hear inspiring stories from survivors, enjoy local food truck vendors, a live DJ, and other family-friendly activities as we unite to bring awareness about breast cancer. Check-in begins at 8:30 a.m. with the walk starting at 9. Register your team today for Advanced Medical Imaging's third annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk online at amimaging.com. Let's walk for those we've lost, for those still fighting, and for a future without breast cancer.
I can't believe I just scratched that card. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called Service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called Service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called Service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden Bay crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
When you live a tobacco-free life, you're free to live more fully. You're free to be more active and to breathe easier when you are, to be more present with family and friends, and to enjoy food and drinks more fully without nicotine dulling your senses. Tobacco-free can mean better physical health, mental health, and financial health. Giving up tobacco can give you more life. Learn more at quitnow.ne.gov. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired in association with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Men in Nebraska can be set in their ways, but they can also be quick to change their minds. Just 10 minutes can be enough to step back and rethink the life-ending decision of suicide. If you have a friend or family member who's struggling with depression, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home. Paid for by the University of Nebraska Public Policy Center. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arons and Derek Pearson.
Welcome back. We appreciate you hanging out with us. We are about 14 hours from the wild card round. Major League Baseball. We'll get to that in hour number 2. Some of these matchups and the collapses that led to them. Some MVP talk and how it should go down and how we think it might go down. These matchups. And then the matchups that were missed. They're matchups that were missed. It is a big week in Husker volleyball. It is a back-to-back. And remember, the mission is to go 1-0 every day. So Friday, they travel to Penn State. And you have to just kind of hold it in line.
Oh, it's Friday?
Mm-hmm. Is it Friday or Saturday? Saturday.
Okay, I was going to say, I was like, oh.
Saturday. And then Sunday, they play Rutgers. No, it's Friday.
Okay,
it's Friday.
So Friday and then
so
Saturday?
Friday at 7, Saturday at 6. They travel to Rutgers, to New Brunswick, to play Rutgers. And, this is one of those things where you talk about the psychology of sports and not putting all your eggs in one basket, but there's only one basket. It's Penn State. It's the one basket. And then
they're struggling this year, but they would love nothing more than to beat Nebraska. I'm almost sure of it.
How much struggling is Penn State really doing?
I think they got like 12 or no, not 12. They have 4 or 5 losses.
Aren't they still? They're still the favorites.
No, I don't think they are. And overall, right now, I think they're
7-5, but
okay, 7-5.
7-5,
and I think they've lost to ranked teams, so that's not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, this is the part to me. Because of a lack of neutrality, because we're in Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
If you said who else would win the Big Ten Conference if it's not Nebraska?
Yeah, then you go Penn State. I think so, or Wisconsin.
And who? Well, I mean, but Wisconsin's having the same, having the same kind of season.
I'd still go Penn State.
Right? It's packed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's packed. And so you have to be careful to put all the eggs in the basket, but quite frankly, you want to put all the eggs in the basket. They swept Creighton. They beat Kansas 3-2. They lost to Arizona State in 4 sets. They lost to number 24 TCU in 5 sets. Then they got swept by Kentucky, which was the one that said, but
Kentucky's
that's number 4,
ranked too.
That's number
yeah.
4 Kentucky. So you're not talking about. They went to New Hampshire and got a sweep. They went to Bucknell, hosted Bucknell and got a sweep. And then they lost to Pitt in 4 sets.
Good loss, however you want to word it.
Yep. They beat Princeton, but that was in 5 sets, which would circle some concern. They swept Central Michigan. They took a 5-setter from number 17 USC. But in this thing, the psychology that we're talking about, right? I always hear Nate Lunzer talking about human nature, that you have to also consider what happens after the thing happens, right? The thing that happens after the thing. So you bounce back, you knock off USC, number 17 USC in a 5-setter, but then 2 days later you lose in 4 sets to UCLA.
Oh, that's right. That's the last one they came off of was UCLA.
Right. So you have to be careful in that. But I'm just not sure that anybody is a bigger threat to win a national title than Penn State. Like you could say, if you did this in wrestling and you said, okay, Penn State's not going to win the national title, who's favorite? Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska.
Otherwise,
if we're taking out of the Big Ten, maybe Kentucky.
Well, but
everyone feels like they're.
But here's the thing: if you said who's going to win the national title in wrestling, some people in the country would say Nebraska anyway.
True.
But even though Penn State has been dominant, like Nebraska, so you have to be. The psychology gets in the way. Human nature, especially for college students. But they are led by folks who have been really standard in setting the tone and saying, listen, focus. It's play-by-play, decision by decision. Do that. Win the point. Win the point. If you don't win the point, win the next one.
The winning part, it's incredible how they figured it out.
Well, I mean,
like I say it's such a stupid comparison, but you watch volleyball, when things go bad, they respond almost positively every single time. Even if they don't win, it's always a good effort and close one that feels like on the way back. There's other programs I'll watch, and it's like, once it starts heading in that direction, it's like, no, how this one's going to keep going. And something about volleyball where it's been so imbued within that culture that they just know how to respond to all sorts of just adverse situations.
But it's a living game and it's fluid.
Yeah.
Soccer happens that way. Hockey happens that way. And then, quite frankly, football and basketball, that if you get on a run, that's why timeouts are so vital in basketball, because momentum is real. It's real. You can find seams and you can find grooves and you can feel vibration. And then if you don't stop it or know how to stop it, it will continue. Objects in motion tend to stay in motion. Objects that are at rest tend to stay at rest. That's just human nature. That's literally human nature. So we'll throw the break hour 2. Take it all the way up midnight here late night.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches, too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinnie Krekak of State Farm Insurance.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you want to come and text us,
if you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
this is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We've been hunting these fields north of Kearney since high school. My buddy Ryan has always been my wingman, the life of the party. But I saw a change, and he got really down. Talked about his life being worthless.
If you know someone who's struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, taking care of friends and neighbors. It's what we do in Nebraska. Paid for by the University of Nebraska Public Policy Center, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Okay, kids, Dad's gonna teach you how to dance. First, spread your feet apart. Then, pump your knee, nod your head, shake your hips, and bite your lip ever so slightly. Now, with one hand in the air, point at people with the other hand. I call that the rock star.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids.
Now, make a face like it just smells something bad.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Looking for someone to clean out your gutters or aerate your yard this fall? Call Isaac at Woida Outdoor Solutions today at 402-607-9154. Get your gutters cleaned today with a phone call to Woida Outdoor Solutions at 402-607-9154.
It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln, live on 93.7 The Ticket. Sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arends and Derek Pearson.
Hour number 2 on a Monday. It's good to be back. DC was exceptional. Other than the Commanders losing. And the Panthers losing. And the Ravens losing. And the Nats never winning. And the Orioles
Sunday Night Football tie.
Crawling.
I know that's just not fun for anyone.
Yeah, that wasn't good for anybody.
Would you change the rules or no? Is that just what the best you can do?
Yeah, I think that's why they changed the rules, was to remove the likelihood of it, because it just, like, is that what you're doing? Like, we're paying for ties? This isn't hockey. Like, hockey didn't even want ties. Right?
Is the college rule that bad? Where you just go for 2 after the second overtime?
Go get it, bro.
It's like the quickest way, especially if you're worried about paying these top tier athletes. That's usually works out pretty good. And then you're not playing 12-minute quarters. You're playing really quick possessions.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't understand it. Why the NFL has so much harder time with it.
Well, people will say that the quality of play and the safety of play goes down as the game goes longer. More injuries would happen in that space because you're tired and people get sloppy. And, you know, if you're conditioned to play 4 quarters and you have to play 5 or 5.5, then there's effect. I mean, you have to think back to the Miami Dolphins, San Diego Chargers, playoff. I want to say playoff for Thanksgiving game. Let me look that up because
you can look that up.
1982. Like, it won't take long.
Yeah, go for it.
AFC divisional playoff between the Dolphins and Chargers, and it's notorious. It's been captured by a picture of Kellen Winslow, Eric Sievers, Ed White, I believe, walking arm in arm, dragging each other off the field. The game was won by the Chargers in overtime, 41-38. Game was played in the New Orange Bowl.
But how long were the OTs any different? That much different back then, or no?
Oh yeah, it's full overtime, bro.
So yeah, I think like when I was talking about
full overtime, bro.
You play a few and go for it for 2. Like you're not playing full overtimes. You're just getting it at the 20 and like
full overtime.
Move the chains or don't. And if you don't, kick a field goal. That's it.
So here's the overtime report. So with the players on both teams exhausted and dehydrated, everyone was hoping for a quick end in overtime, but that would not be the case. San Diego won the coin toss, marched down the field, driving inside the Dolphins' 10-yard line. Ralph Bernershka then attempted a game-winning 27-yard field goal.
Shank.
But a bad snap and a poor hold threw off his timing, and the kick sailed left. Miami then drove deep into Chargers territory, setting up 35-yard field goal by Oklahoma Sooner Uwe van Schamen. But his kick was low, and Leroy Jones managed to leap in the air and block it. San Diego took over in its own 16-yard line after the blocked field goal, added a pair of receptions by Wes Chandler, and a 39-yard catch to Charlie Joyner from Dan Fouts. Fouts took the team 74 yards to Miami's 10-yard line, while Rolf Bernershka. What a kicking battle between Rolf Bernershka and Uwe van Schamen.
I was going to say, what have these field goal ranges been as well? It's not like we're so far back. We're not kicking 50-yarders right now. I think there's 30s and
well, I mean,
20.
they had legs. These were dudes at the time. I mean, matter of fact, I would imagine that they were both Pro Bowlers at some point. Uwe van Schamen and Rolf Bernershka. Bernershka attempted a 29-yard field goal. This time the kick was good. After 13 minutes and 52 seconds of overtime play. Don Coryell said after the game, I have coached for 32 years, and this is tremendous. There have never been a game like this. It was probably the most exciting game in pro football history. Don Shula added a great game, maybe the greatest day ever. Chargers running back Hank Bauer, who looked like your grandfather playing fullback in special teams for the Chargers. He had Balding at 27.
All right, he's one of those.
Yeah, Hank Bauer. Yeah, looked like the dude that no.
I know some people here at the ticket that are also balding.
Maybe
no.
This is way
different type.
Hey, pull up the picture of Hank Bauer, San Diego Chargers, my friend. My friend pulled up Hank Bauer, San Diego Chargers. He said the locker room celebration was more low-key than other locker rooms I've been in. It was more of a, thank you, God, this is over. Thank God we got out alive. The NFL anchor was Brian Gumbel. He says, if you didn't like this football game, you don't like football. Did you see Hank Bauer?
Yeah, that's Hank Bauer.
He looks like a Hank Bauer, doesn't he?
You could ask me what his name was, and I would say it in 1 second
You
without
would
any
just
hints.
go, that's a Hank Bauer right there, bro. That is a Hank Bauer right there.
That is incredible.
Isn't that amazing? And the funny thing is that there are a couple of athletes who were Hank Bauer. But even if, like, older Hank Bauer looks younger than young Hank Bauer. Like, if you took 60-year-old Hank Bauer, you take 60-year-old Hank Bauer, and he looks younger than 30-year-old Hank Bauer.
God, I wonder how much some of these guys too. I'm even looking at the older Hank Bauer when he decided to go shave it off.
Yeah, he looks
How
younger.
many years of your life did you waste looking like an old man?
Bruh!
When you could have just looked like
Could have just looked like Hank Bauer. And he's a dude. He was an absolute tank. Absolute tank. Special teams whiz. He was this. I would have thought that he made, just as I thought. He was named NFL Special Teams Player of the Year 3 times. And then he went into the Chargers radio booth to call games. It made all the sense in the world.
On his card, he's letting it flow. They got his running back card.
He's
Nice.
71. He's 70. You ready for this? Do you know where Hank Bauer's from?
Ainsworth, Nebraska.
Scotts Bluff, Nebraska.
I knew it was something Nebraska.
Attaboy, Scotts Bluff. At 5'10", 200 pounds, special teams captain. He graduated from Cal Lutheran College. Let me see if it tells where he went to high school.
Yeah.
But I would imagine he went to Scotts Bluff.
Yeah, there's Scotts Bluff High School. And at that point, they were probably pretty big.
Yeah.
Railroad town.
Oh, no, so Google where he went to high school. See if it comes up.
All right.
Yeah, that is special. And listen, this guy had a full career, played 86 games, had 21 touchdowns. He was a special teams player. Had an NFL record 52 special teams tackles in 1981. A record 52 tackles in special teams tackles in 1981. He scored 3 TDs on 4 carries for just 1 yard. Short yardage was his jam. He made the Chargers' 40th and 50th year anniversary team just off special teams alone. He was the Charger team captain for those years. The Pro Football Journal All-NFL Decade team included him as its special teamer. Pretty special stuff. He was the special teams MVP 1980 to 81. He was the Chargers' most inspirational player in 1978. He played for the Chargers and then became a coach and then went to the broadcast booth. Attaboy, Hank Bauer, Scotts Bluff.
You're a hard man to find, Hank Bauer.
Well, you might have to look at Henry John Bauer.
We got Hank Bauer. There's way more Hank Bauers. This is apparently
there's a baseball player.
Popular
There's a
name.
baseball player.
Yeah, that's the one they keep trying to throw at me, and I'm
right,
like, not that one.
They keep presenting Hank Bauer from Scotts Bluff. You know what? See, this is what happens.
This is a good rabbit hole. The Hank Bauer rabbit hole.
This is what happens. So if you went into Scotts Bluff, right? So Scotts Bluff, Nebraska, and if you go through it now, on most Wikipedia pages, it will at some point bring you notable people for that space. Did you know that Randy Meisner? Do you know the name Randy Meisner?
Yeah, sounds familiar. Randy Meisner.
Played bass for the Eagles. The band, Eagles.
Okay.
Scotts Bluff.
What?
Scotts Bluff, Nebraska.
What does Scotts Bluff got out of the water?
Scotts Bluff.
Pretty damn good.
Get
Scotts
it
Bluff.
done, man. Get it done. I need to I need to see who this is. So there was an actress.
High school, Magnolia, Anaheim, California. No way.
Oh, so he was a beach guy first.
It says
born. He was just born in
Scotts Bluff, and then
born
he
here.
headed out to the.
There's a guy, Vic Marker, who was a 3-time Midwest Golden Glove boxer who beat the great Archie Moore in the Gold Glove finals in the 1930s.
That's Scott.
And Archie Moore was one of the GOATs. Galen Jackman, U.S. Army Major General, was Nancy Reagan's escort throughout the state funeral proceedings for President Reagan. First commanding general of Joint Force Headquarters, National Capital Region. So he's a bigwig in D.C. Kip Gross, pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds, Dodgers, Red Sox, and Houston Astros. Walt Conley, who's a character actor and an American folk singer, also from Scottsbluff. Of course, Brooke Behringer. But the number one name, top dog, Hank Bauer, top dog, Scottsbluff. That's awesome. That is fantastic. See, but this is okay. So what's your hometown?
I just don't.
Tell me.
We got two people.
Tell me.
Cedar Catholic, Hartington.
Okay.
Cedar Catholic. I was just trying to, because you got cool alumni. I was looking at Scottsbluff. It's like maybe we got something cool in the water here.
Oh, did you peek?
Yeah, it's not great.
You peeked at it.
I wasn't kidding. It's two guys.
It's no, you got more than that.
Maybe you got better history than what I can find is not great.
Okay, the notable people. So the 29th governor of Nebraska.
Yep. Throne.
Ralph Brooks.
Oh.
The 30th governor of Nebraska, Dwight Burney. Also from your hometown.
All right, Arlington. What day? You got a better URL than I do.
Russ Hochstein.
Hookstein.
Is it Hookstein?
Yep.
Hookstein. Played for the Chiefs as well.
Yeah, once at my school.
Attaboy. Got a guy out of there.
You got a Super Bowl with the Patriots.
There we go. Attaboy, Russ. Charles Thorne, you had a U.S. representative.
Yeah, that was one I was thinking of.
Yeah, and then the governor of Nebraska, 79 to 83. So you had some governors, you had some leadership there.
Just a lot of political leadership, and then good ball player, Russ Hookstein.
You had some leadership,
some diplomacy. There you go.
Yeah, you got yours now. Let me
to be fair,
let me
pretty
pull
small
up my
school.
Hometown. Pull up my home.
No DP.
Let me pull up my hometown.
This is why I don't want to do this. I knew if you had to listen to mine, we would have to listen to yours. And, I mean, we got like another hour, so go for it.
What? It's just Arlington. I'm not even counting Alexandria.
Hold on, how big's Arlington's population? Just your Arlington.
Arlington's population. Let's see.
Because I think you counted like 7 for me.
The population depends when now. When? Currently 200,000. 200,000. No, 238 is what it says.
All right, 1,500 today.
1,500.
Yeah, it was about. It actually grew a little bit. I think it was about like 13. I want to say.
I don't know how, but this is what's again really interesting. That, and we forget history. That in the year 1800, the census in 1800, they only had 5,900 people in Arlington.
They had 5,900.
5,900.
And what's it today? 200.
238,000.
Yeah, I don't know.
What was Hartington's back in the day? Do you know?
But let's see how far back I can go. It's a great question.
So if you go into the demographics of your hometown, go into the demographics of your hometown.
Yeah, let's see. Median income 40K. That's pretty nice for a small town.
I need to see what I gotta now know what that is for. Arlington, make your money, boo. The Arlington County GDP is $47 billion. The Pentagon's there, bro. Like, let's be real.
It's I'm finding like every stat I don't need, but
you don't want to share.
It's just like
you don't want to share.
Only 75 people in poverty in 2023. Not bad. It's nice when you can just have a group of people that small.
Oh, man.
If we go help 75 people, we have a poverty rate of 0. Incredible. Doable.
Okay, so
population peak. I'm just gonna look at peaks.
Yeah. It's It talks about it. I mean, it goes through the colonial era, the Native American
Arlington, Nebraska.
settlement.
1,552.
Okay.
So we've always just kind of been tucking along right where we are, I guess.
Okay. So, again, this is me learning. That Arlington as a history. Arlington, it was originally in the 1800s. It was inhabited by prehistoric Native American cultures from the Paleo Indians 10,000 years ago. That's how old Arlington County is. 10,000 years before European colonization. The evidence shows, pottery fragments, etc.
Do you have like an Indian tribe up there in that area?
Oh yeah. So the Powhatans.
The Powhatans?
The Powhatans. Which was a part, I mean, it was a big deal. John Smith, so the name that everybody knows about pilgrims and things in place. When he made contact with the area in 1608, Arlington was populated by the Nacotchtank or Eastern Algonquian people of the Powhatan Confederacy. He identified a village name, and there's no chance I can pronounce that was present on the 14th Street bridges, which became famous later on for a variety of reasons. And then that area, they huddled along the Anacostia River, where they had more villages. Later in the 17th century, they became involved in regional beaver trade.
Nice. Fur trade's popping off.
Yeah, there's so now I'll have to go into the deep dive on my own, but then the colonial area, of course, Jamestown, that most folks are familiar with, in the late 1600s.
Dang. So you probably got some trappers in your bloodline too.
I do. Well, I told you, Sacagawea and her people, those are 6 times great grandparents.
That's right, you did.
Yeah, 6 times great grandparents.
I wonder where that was, because I know where we got a lot of Sioux people, Sioux Falls, Sioux City, the Sioux tribes. There's a bunch up in the Midwest. Have you ever seen like do they have museums and cool stuff where you can see like just an open plain of what it looked like with all this? That will blow your mind. How many? Because you think it's like, oh, some teepees. It's like just beyond the eye, you can see rows and rows and rows and rows, and it's like these people are just moving. Matt, it's cool.
They went through. I mean, they have a description and a drawing from John Smith of Virginia, of Arlington, and it looks nothing like anything we've ever seen, but it actually exists. So it's interesting.
I know most people in the Midwest are aware, but like if you haven't actually been to a museum, I kind of a nerd about that stuff, but it is blow your mind.
And okay. So somebody had said this once before, that there was a texter who said that I couldn't be a Husker because I wasn't born here, and I can't claim being a Husker. I was like, gee, you're fun at parties.
Yeah, don't hang out with that guy.
You're fun at parties. But then to explain to people that most people who are speaking about it don't know the history of the places that they're claiming. Now, first of all, my fifth cousin, twice removed, is who it's named after. So Abraham Lincoln is my fifth cousin, twice removed. So shut up. How about that? I like them apples.
That's a good title card to pull.
Right? Like,
get out of my city.
Get out of my right? Right. But it says that if you understood that Lincoln, Nebraska, before the expansion westward of settlers, the prairie was covered by buffalo grass. The Plains Indians and descendants of indigenous peoples who occupied the area for thousands of years prior to folks showing up.
There's some fighting going on just between them too. It was crazy history to hear about those.
Along the Salt Creek, the Pawnee, there were 4 tribes that lived along the Platte River, the Great Sioux Nation, the Lakota.
Yep.
And then they said that to the north and west used Nebraska as hunting and skirmish ground, right? So you're plotting for land and kind of did, but they did not have any long-term settlements in the state. As an occasional buffalo would still be seen in the Platte of Lincoln in the 1860s. There were still buffalo.
That's cool.
And then Lincoln was founded in 1856 as the village of Lancaster and became the county seat in 1859. So there's lots more behind it, but all done. We'll stay into it.
Yeah, I'm just that's like I gotta spend some time just relearning that.
Well,
what's the one tribe? I'm blanking on that. What's the one tribe that everyone feared? These guys were bad dudes.
I would have thought the
baddest. I'm gonna say 402-464-5685. I almost know.
The Hank
Nebraska-
one?
No, I'll find it.
The Pawnee, which is
the Pawnee's close, but it's not it either. It's supposed to be like a CH. I almost want to say.
well, I mean, we can.
Yeah.
Oh, the Chaddocks.
We're getting close. You're getting very close to it. It is. They were the ones that also. It's not the Aztecs. It's not Spain. It is in the It's in the.
This is
North
why
America.
I come to you. This is why I come to you, Harrison Arn.
I know.
Henderson Aarons.
I like it. Bob's like, we'll keep it American. Keep that German stuff across the pond. We do gotta go to break though. Don't go anywhere.
We will go to break. I do want to talk about. We need to separate NFL coaches because they're now getting heated after games over sign stealing accusations. We'll be right back.
When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show. Sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinny Krikak of State Farm Insurance.
There's no better way to spark a child's imagination than to get lost in the adventure of a good book. I'm Jenny Benson, president of NSEA. Working together, parents and teachers can help every child succeed. You can help by reading to your child and let your child read to you. Encourage reading in your home and make it a priority. Make reading fun and a time that you and your child look forward to spending together.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and the station.
In Nebraska, we show up when friends need help. We check in on our neighbors. That's why it's important to know the warning signs of suicide. If you have a friend or neighbor who's withdrawn, stressed, agitated, or talks about suicide, find out how you can help. Call, text, or chat 988 for 24/7 support. You have the power to save a life. Paid for by the University of Nebraska Public Policy Center. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Are your feet just killing you and you feel like all hope is lost? Say goodbye to discomfort and hello to pain relief at Brown's Shoe Fit. They offer expert advice along with high-quality products to help you find the right solution tailored to your specific needs. Need a different width? Not a problem. Brown's carries a wide range of widths in store. Brown's Shoe Fit on 66th and Q in Lincoln. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them?
By their clothes,
Their age?
the way they speak.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Banks Strong, and the Ad Council.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids. First, I hold my hands out like they're on a steering wheel. Then I look over my shoulder. Next, I put it in reverse. Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
My early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take, but it gave my mom and me more time to plan together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arons and Derek Pearson.
Harrison Arons.
The land of Germany. No,
Harrison Arons. Kind sir, on a Monday night late, again, the news was simple in that the two teams that should have won tonight won. The Dolphins should have won at home. The Broncos should have won at home. One's playing a team with a second team quarterback, and the other team is a second team.
Any other team not have a win right now? Jets and
I would imagine have the Saints won.
There's got to be quite a few that still don't. Saints definitely not.
Well, there's only two unbeaten teams.
Jets, Titans. That's right. Titans. I was forgetting.
Well, we heard the Cam speech.
Yep. Jets, Titans.
Cam was like, we've lost a quarter of our games already.
That's pretty good.
This is not how it's supposed to go. We've lost a quarter of our games already. Season's already over. We got to fix it. There's only two undefeated football teams in college pro football. In college football, we were talking about it earlier because I was fascinated by the idea that we live in a time. This is how you have to pay attention to your era. You have to be present. Because we are in an era where what could happen is that Vanderbilt and Indiana could meet in the college football playoff semifinals.
The bottom feeder of the SEC and the bottom feeder of the Big Ten.
No,
2 years ago, 2 years ago they were.
I'm just trying to point out.
No, you're right. Like 2 years ago, though, they were bottom feeders of the two strongest conferences, and now they're favorites. Indiana's not even a dark horse anymore. They're legit.
Vanderbilt. We didn't mention Texas Tech. We didn't mention the mean green of North Texas. Nobody's beaten the mean green of North Texas. I'm stunned. I'm fully stunned.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on this year. I was talking about that with Raph. Not a lot's adding up. As far as Clemson, they had just about everybody coming back. They made it to the playoffs last year. They roll into the season. They stink. They go 0-3. Notre Dame goes 0-2, says, wait, we do remember how to play football. They're back on track. DeBoer starts off awful. Then they beat Georgia, break a 33-game winning streak. Vanderbilt and Pavia, I guess he wasn't lying. Whatever we are, we're still trying to figure it out.
Shout out to our boy Brian. He's prepping. He's finishing up his tomorrow night, last night at PBA, last shift at PBA. He's brother, well done, well done, kind sir, big boy. Okay, so I have this. This would simplify things for me, because if I asked you. If I gave you two teams, one has one loss and one has 0 losses, which team has had the better season?
I mean, I'm going to go with the one with zero other evidence.
Right,
you
right.
kind of have to.
Right. Like we overcomplicate it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you stuck to to that premise, right? Which coach is happier? The coach with the undefeated team or the coach with one loss? It's the undefeated team. Because of all the missions that were put in play, all the things that you taught and coached, it was to get you to what point? Undefeated to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It was never, we're going to play as well as we can play and only lose one game. That's two different conversations. So, here's my point, Harrison Aarons. Kind sir, what if I suggested that the proper way to rank going into week 5 or 6 would be all the undefeateds first?
As long as they're, power Division 1, fine.
No.
FBS?
No. Why? Who's had the better season?
It's my Trojans are undefeated, but
Who?
I'm not putting them in there.
Why not?
High school boys, man. They got some time to grow.
College football.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I mean, no. Maybe.
Okay.
How many teams are there? If it's not super big,
Who has had a better season? Texas Tech or Texas?
Texas Tech. I think so, right? Because because they got one loss. I know Texas does. Texas Tech, how many losses?
Who's had the better season? Indiana or Penn State?
Indiana.
So why is Penn State ahead of them?
I don't agree with Penn State being ahead. I think that's one I like it, but Indiana, this is one I wouldn't have any problems. But that's Big Ten.
Vanderbilt is 5-0. Tennessee is 4-1. Who's had the better season?
Vandy.
This is how simple this is. We get in our head. We try to find. We do moonwalk. We do a spin. We do the Booker T spin-a-rooney, trying to figure out what justification can we have.
I thought you were counting like Division III teams.
No,
that's why I was like, what do you be talking about here?
No,
of course.
If you said to me, okay, so let's just, for the sake of discussion, and I know there's some other unbeatens in the pool out beyond BYU, right? But let's just for the sake of this, let's cap BYU. That BYU is currently 4-0 and number 23. Then above them at 19 is Missouri.
Undefeated. 6 straight home games helps.
Right? Then Georgia Tech at 5-0. Vanderbilt at 5-0. Iowa State at 5-0. Texas Tech 4-0. Indiana 5-0. Texas A&M 4-0. Oklahoma 4-0. Ole Miss 5-0. Miami 4-0. Oregon 5-0. Ohio State 4-0. Now, you just took those teams. Now, if
pretty good,
I would be willing to go into the discussion to say that if you're undefeated with more wins than the other team, you're having a better season. That's not an unfair statement, is it?
No, it's fair.
It's not. So all the 5-0s jump to the top of the pool. Why? Because you've had more success than the people with 4 wins.
Especially 5 weeks in now.
5 weeks. So you're heading
5-0.
That's 5 games that you cannot possibly lose. 5. Okay. So that would make Oregon number 1.
Should have been probably
right. Oregon number
only
1.
Undefeated team last year.
Ole Miss 5-0.
Yep. 2.
Indiana 5-0.
3.
Iowa State 5-0. Vanderbilt 5-0.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech 5-0. Knocked off 2 ranks, right? We got it, right? Missouri 5-0.
They get Alabama next.
Right? Then the 4-0s. Here come the 4-0s, right? Ohio State 4-0. Miami 4-0. Oklahoma 4-0. Texas A&M 4-0. Texas Tech 4-0. BYU 4-0. Right? And then here come the 1-lossers. Here they come. But here's the problem. Some of those 1-lossers, 4-win 1-lossers. Some of them are 3-win 1-lossers. If you've lost 25% of your games versus somebody that only lost 20% of the games, who's had the better year? Harrison, it makes too much sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, no, I'm trying to think of wrenches to throw at.
Nope.
you.
Nope. Not accepting.
Even if it's top 10 playing top 10, giving each other the losses.
Well, first of all, they're only ranked because bad people with bad ranking systems and bad logic set up the rankings to begin with.
I know. I was just trying.
Stop ranking 0 people.
Keep going.
Like stop ranking 0 people. So here are the 4-1s. Here are the 4-1s that go after all the undefeated. LSU 4-1. Illinois 4-1. Arizona State 4-1. Virginia 4-1.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Then here come the 3-1s, right? And Virginia just lets you know our 3-1's legit. Our 3-1 is legit. Because we knocked off number 8. Somebody y'all gave that BS ranking to, and they came over here and got thumped.
It wasn't just that Virginia played bad. You guys ran the ball.
Yeah.
Virginia ran. Great game. Great way to kick off college football.
3-1. Here come the Nittany Lions. Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida State. Again, you've lost to all the teams already ahead of you. All those teams lost to a team already ahead of them with more wins and undefeated. Shocker, right? Absolute shocker. 4-1 Illinois, 4-1 Virginia, 4-1 Arizona State. And then here come the 3-1s on a run, right? Penn State, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida State, Michigan.
Your boys.
That's it. But
Skurs. Not ranked.
Skurs. But
yeah,
but we understand where they belong. Now, you can talk about South Florida, Utah, Mississippi State, Memphis, Louisville.
South Florida deserves the, you know what? Your only loss was what? Number 5, Miami at the time? You got 2 ranked wins beforehand? Put them in.
I'm just saying.
It's kind of hard to look at South Florida.
I'm just saying.
It's a little weird.
Just saying. I'm just saying. To me, if you want to remove the bias and make it based on results, based on the win and get in, we're not going to hand it to you. Nothing given, everything earned. Everything earned. And did you take week 0 off? Oh, it'll cost you. It'll cost you in the rankings.
At least you know what to expect.
How about that part?
And like, that's the part that drives everybody nuts.
We need to do our own late night college football ranking.
Okay. I like
right.
that.
And I think there's the parameter, right? We've given the orders. We know what it is. And then you can tell us what that would look like.
All right.
You can tell us what that would look like.
That'll be good. We can set that up.
Fair. Good deal. Major League Baseball heads into the wild card, and we listen. Oh boy. It took me a minute to recover from the fact that the New York baseball Metropolitans would not be participating in the wild card round. It really took me a while that I was going to have to watch Cincinnati Reds in a meaningful baseball game. In a meaningful baseball game, postseason baseball game, the Cincinnati Reds. Harrison, name 3 Cincinnati Reds.
When I was 7 years old, I put together the Cincinnati Reds were a different team, not just a nickname for the Red Sox.
Right, the red
That's
leggings.
my answer.
The red leggings.
Yeah, no, I have no
The red
idea
legs.
anybody for the Reds.
The Red Legs. But here's the difference, right? Here's the difference. If you went back to the glorious days, and depending on which version of the Reds existed, that Cesar Geronimo, Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, Tony Perez, Johnny Bench, Dave Concepcion, Ken Griffey Sr.
Was that one of the original? Not like was that
The Big
roster?
Red Machine.
Okay.
Big Red Machine.
Okay.
Big Red Machine. Lee May.
That
at
sounds
first base.
familiar.
Right.
Yes.
That's a lineup. That's a Reds lineup. You can go back to the days of Chris Sabo and Eric Davis having the Reds being an absolute pain in the tuchus to every team in the National Baseball League. Now, there's a couple of players on the Reds, but do you think we really know the Reds like that? We don't. We really don't. We really don't. And so much so that in primetime, no less, we were joking earlier today that imagine putting on a pretty remarkable season in Detroit and collapsing to the point where the Cleveland Guardians can not only catch you, but pass you. And then you get paired with them in the playoffs. You get paired with them in the playoffs. And Major League Baseball says, bravo, what a great year, what a great finish to your season. Hey, you're going to play in the kiddie hour at 12 noon Central.
Yikes. That was off my radar all day. I had no idea that happened.
You are going to play in the lunch hour.
That's fantastic.
You're going to be lunch drive time, boys. Well done. What a season. Atta baby. Straight to that. And then, hey, Chicago Cubs. I know you like to think that you're America's darlings. You're used to playing those late afternoon ball games. You're used to those 3:00 starts in Chicago. Hey, why don't you buckle yourself in? As a matter of fact, we're not even giving you your own window. We're going to make you first pitch during the 7th inning of the Guardians and Detroit Tigers. We're gonna split the attendance. We're gonna split the crowd. We're gonna split the because it's not like Chicago and Cleveland are that far apart that you could have moved Cleveland and Detroit up to noon. It wasn't gonna affect the attendance or the viewership. It wasn't gonna do it. You could have said, hey man, y'all are 12 noon. And you got 3 hours to get it done. 3 hours to get it done. Hey, not that we really want your game to go 3 hours.
You're being nasty.
Because we put it at 12 noon. And then, to slight you even further, the Padres, you're going to put Manny Machado, Nando Tatis and company, and you're going to start their game, and you're going to put, hey, Harrison, here's the thing. The Detroit and Cleveland, they're playing on ESPN. The Padres and Cubs are on ABC. You put them on national TV, starting up while your game hasn't finished.
What is going on here, DP?
I love it so much. I love it so much.
I thought you were full of it.
I love this so much.
Go baseball.
They were in the meeting room howling in laughter. Just howling in laughter. Now, mind you, ABC gets one game a day.
They just
one game a day. And they said, nope.
ABC game. They get one a day, right? Yeah.
They didn't,
I know exactly.
They
what
didn't.
to do.
Let me tell you how bad the decision makers in all of this is. If you're ABC, don't you fight for your right to broadcast the greatest baseball rivalry in history? Don't you fight for a 6 p.m. first pitch for the Red Sox and Yankees and put them on ABC? Don't you?
That person's definitely fired. So there's no shot. You showed up to the office after that meeting when they're setting this up. Realized I am getting fired. And then he couldn't even go get his stuff. He was locked out of the building.
You failed. You failed.
He has one game that he has to know. Which game do we grab because we only get one?
You get one.
The one.
You get one. And then they said, nah. Well, because here's the thing. On day 2, so that's just tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. Oh.
I kept looking, right? And I need for it to make sense. We're going to go through the rest of the schedule. We are. We're going to go through the rest of the schedule and set you up for Wild Card Tuesday. My goodness gracious. 4 baseball games, 4 playoff games, best of 3. Oh, they love us so much. We'll be right back.
Men in Nebraska can be set in their ways, but they can also be quick to change their minds. Just 10 minutes can be enough to step back and rethink the life-ending decision of suicide. If you have a friend or family member who's struggling with depression, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home. Paid for by the University of Nebraska Public Policy Center. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
We've been hunting these fields north of Kearney since high school. My buddy Ryan has always been my wingman, the life of the party. But I saw a change, and he got really down. Talked about his life being worthless.
If you know someone who's struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, taking care of friends and neighbors. It's what we do in Nebraska. Paid for by the University of Nebraska Public Policy Center, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Ashiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids. First, I hold my hands out like they're on a steering wheel. Then I look over my shoulder. Next, I put it in reverse. Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arons and Derek Pearson.
ORINS, Harrison Arons.
Maybe that makes my dad says oranges, so
Oranges,
you know what?
oranges.
He says orange.
So,
drives me crazy.
So did you ever sing the HR Puffin stuff Witchy Poo song in your house?
Unfortunately not.
Okay, so you need to oranges, poranges, who says? Oranges, poranges, who says? Oranges, poranges, who says that nothing rhymes with oranges?
Maybe that's where my dad started saying. I got no idea. I'll look it up.
HR Puff, it's a song. It's a catchy song. Find it. Google it. Go straight to YouTube. Go straight to, it is HR Puffin Stuff, PUFNSTUF, HR Puffin Stuff. Oranges, poranges. And Witchy Poo sings it. And it was a song that all of us kids knew. We knew the words. Like we knew the song, we knew the music, we knew it.
Yeah, I found it.
Found it. Let's strike up the band. Strike up the band. Strike up the band.
Let me see.
Strike up the band.
To work
get that bad boy to work. Because this is spectacular. It's poetry. It's
Oranges,
here.
Okay, we'll keep trying, but I'll read the words. So
to go on the scan.
So this is second verse is people keep saying that the one word that's a jam is oranges because it's got no rhyme, but we've got news for them. Oranges, s'moranges. That's another one. Oranges, s'moranges. Who said oranges, s'moranges? Who said there ain't no rhyme for oranges? Then it closes out with this. Ain't they ever heard of oranges, poranges, s'moranges, coranges? And it closes out with a kumquat? Harrison Oranges.
I don't want to play the song anymore.
You should play the song. You really should play the song.
All right, DP.
You should play the song.
Just set me up here.
I'll take the fine. I'll take the fine. It's late night and HR Puff and stuff must be a thing. Can you get it?
I found it so easily on here, and now it's being a nightmare.
Yeah.
Puff and stuff. That is spelled
You
right.
you never watched HR Puff and stuff? Jimmy, you don't know Jimmy in the Magic Flute?
I know Jimmy Neutron.
No, you don't know Jimmy and the Magic Flute.
The Three Oranges.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's the name of the band.
Three Oranges.
Yeah.
Oranges from HR.
Yeah, that was the name of Witchy Poo, who was the villain of HR Puff and stuff. Her whole mission was to capture the singing flute.
Okay. DP, why was I supposed to know this off the top of my dome? This is crazy. No shot I would have known what the hell this was. That's Billy Hayes.
Oh my god, it's so good. You never watched HR Puff and stuff. Harrison,
Dude, you got it sometimes.
You never watched it was
I am not the same age as you, DP.
No,
I'm
you're
an old
not,
soul,
but I listen, I thought
that is like well before me.
I thought this was the king, but it was played all the time. So do you not know the HR Puff and stuff entry song?
No, man. This is like
okay. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. We're gonna finish. We have 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes. Fine. HR Puff and stuff intro, and it's not even
right there.
Yeah,
that was easy. Fine. That's better than Oranges. This is a better song than Oranges so far.
Take you on a trip far across the sea. The boat belonged to a cookie or witch who had in mind the flute to snitch.
From her vroom vroom in the sky, she watched her plans materialize. She waved her wand, the beautiful boat was gone. The skies grew dark, the sea grew rough, and the boat sailed on and on and on and on and on and on.
But Puff and Stuff was watching too and knew exactly what to do. He saw the witch's bold attack, and as the boy was fighting back,
he called his rescue racer, who was often they'd rehearse, and hoped to save the boy they flew.
But who would get there first?
But while the boy had washed the shore, Puff arrived to save the day, which made the witch so mad So she shook her fist and screamed away. HR Pumpkin said, who's your friend when things get rough? HR Pumpkin said, can't do a little cause you can't do enough. HR Pumpkin said, he's your friend when things get rough. HR Pumpkin said, can't do a little cause.
Every household in America was watching HR Puffin stuff. I'm just
that's a miss for me.
I'm just
you delivered a miss. That's the first miss I think you've delivered.
No, this is I'm just letting you know, bro, that
I don't know what it is about. Maybe there's something about the puppet stuff. I hate that.
But that was the whole thing. That back in the 60s and 70s, that's all there was.
Well, somebody did something to make the rest of our generations start to like veer away from the puppets in like a creepy way.
No, it needed to happen because it was all creepy, bro. It was all creepy.
The song was good.
What do you think?
But
they would always have. So it was Banana Splits. There's a whole bunch of shows that had these characters, singer dancers in costumes.
Yeah,
and they would do these bands.
Well, like Sesame Street was a pretty similar idea,
like
right?
Banana Splits, they were dogs or whatever. But they had a band called the Banana Splits, and they would play songs all the time. But this was its most famous episode is where Jimmy sings a song. I want to say it's the Robotic Boy, and it was a jam, and people lost their minds. So it's a weird show, but absolutely.
I think no, that's just
absolutely.
The further you go back, it's so.
Oh, it gets all of it's weird.
There's some stuff I watched last year.
Ask your dad about HR Puffin stuff.
I guarantee you that's where he got orange. I almost
oranges, smoranges.
Stop.
Yeah, it's the full thing.
All right, DP's back.
Yeah, he's
that
back
is for certain.
Down the rabbit hole, all the way down the rabbit hole. Don't go anywhere, folks. When you wake up, early break will be here to meet you at 6 a.m. Take you through a full day, all the way until tomorrow night, midnight. Wild card baseball, and we're a few sleeps closer to beat Sparty.